All right, so what's going on, everyone? Gabriel here with Cole RC, coming back to you with another video. I figured I'd take a little bit of time today to make a detour to somewhere that I haven't been in a very long time, and we have rocks. We're going to be taking this guy out. Hopefully the wind isn't too crazy. It's not super windy here, but just a little bit. So you probably recognize this guy from a TRX4M video. We are still running the Mini 24 brushless motor and the Mini 24 brushless ESC in this rig as well. The only thing I've really changed on this, outside of what I did in the initial video, is I did put the low range gears in the transmission. So the video that you might have seen, this brushless motor does mount to the stock transmission, which is really cool. Makes it easy to convert this to a brushless setup. However, there was some bogging at like low crawl speeds, especially when you're trying to go up some steep rocks. So I just converted over to the lower range gears and threw a battery in it, started crawling a little bit in the backyard course that I am working on, and it did so much better. Almost no, if I remember correctly, it was minimal to no bogging at all. And yeah, it's just doing wonders for this truck. It's kind of one of the reasons why I haven't been driving it as often. It's just it kind of had that issue, and somebody did ask in the comments in that brushless conversion video if I was having issues with bogging, and I told them no, at the time I hadn't driven it around too much, but now having driven it, you know, obviously a considerable amount more, there is a pretty noticeable amount of bogging. So just a PSA, if you choose to convert your TRX4M to a brushless system right out of the box, you can do that with the Mini 24, and I'm sure other motors that do share the same mounting size, but you do have to, or I would highly recommend converting over to those low range gears. I got mine from Injora. I think they were like 10-11 bucks, overnight shipping, super quick conversion or install, and it's running like a dream now. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that here. All right, everyone, so here we have the Bronco. Loving the way this truck is looking now, especially with these Hobby Soul beadlock wheels that I put on. Just really gives it a really mean look. Just kind of showing the lower speed modulation, especially with the low range gears on there. No bogging. We're at a slight incline, sorry. Don't really have too much throttle going. These gears, in my opinion, are a little bit louder, but not a lot, obviously. And then the motor, you see, virtually silent. Got a little guy on there. A little hitchhiker on there. So this will be a nice little test. And I am running the newer Little Guy Racing Parts gripper LG4s, I believe. And I do have injora inserts on the front tires and the stock foams in the rear. Originally I had the LG3s on here from LGRP, and they were okay. They weren't the best, you know, gripping tires, so I'm trying to keep my shadow out of it. But I do think these perform considerably better. There is still a little bit of slippage, but this is a heavier build. So let's see if we can make it up this. This is a little bit more of a slick rock, so. Sorry, it's probably about 100 degrees out here and my camera's overheating. So I don't know if we... Alright, so this is where we were originally. Camera was overheating. I'm trying to get through this quick. A little bit too steep. Vehicle's a little too heavy to make it up that. But obviously on the other side should be a lot easier with it having a lot less of an incline. But one thing I'm noticing is even on things like declines, the I guess the tighter gear ratio helps a lot with not losing the slow speed modulation even on your way down. So handled that like a champ. Working our way back. Maybe something like this. So this tire might have a little bit of an issue. Oh, caught it. Very nice. Like a champ, again. So again, highly recommend if you convert the 4M to brushless out of the box, go ahead and pick up the Injora or, you know, just some lower range gears for that stock transmission, and you'll have a huge boost in performance. So there you have it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of short, but I just kind of wanted to get the 4M out a little bit, and I'm going to try and record a little bit more crawling footage, just so you have a little bit more crawling footage to watch, because I enjoy watching it. Maybe you will too. Thank you guys for watching this far. If you've made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks again. Hopefully you're enjoying. Peace. Not sure what that is. Thought it was a rock. Not a rock. But this is a rock. So let's see what it looks like here. What are we catching? I think it might be the axle. Up here. There we go. That was weird.